friends, and Merry Christmas. I had actually planned on uploading this video a couple of weeks ago. I've been pretty behind on my schedule, but we have had honestly just a lot going on, and I needed to prioritize rest, prioritize my family, and in some ways didn't feel like I had much to share, because although there have been so many wonderful and exciting things this season, so many blessings and things to be thankful for, it has also been somewhat of a difficult month for our family. We have had a lot of sickness at the beginning of the month, and with that it is difficult to get back into routine. And there have been other things that have happened as well. A lot on our minds, a lot on our hearts. And honestly, my heart has felt pretty heavy a lot of this month. Heavy thinking about things going on in the world. Heavy thinking about how to love my family well and start traditions, make the Christmas season meaningful and memorable, and to focus on the true meaning of Christmas, while also caring for others in our family and friends. And I have just felt the weight of it. And so I didn't really know what to share. I had felt that the Lord was putting on my heart to offer encouragement to other moms this Christmas, but I felt like I was needing that encouragement myself. So I am writing this not as somebody who has it all together, but as somebody who has felt heavy a lot of this holiday season and tired, and we've had a lot of things not go as planned. You're going to see a lot of the highs from this holiday season, but there have been a lot of challenging things that have happened. Like I mentioned before, sickness, getting back into rhythms and routines, stress, making big decisions. Sometimes I have not been as kind or as gentle as I had hoped. Having good intentions, but them not always being understood. And there's been a lot going on. So I just want to share some things that I've learned, and also hopefully offer some encouragement to you while I share a few clips of what Christmas is like on our little farmhouse in the city. So I actually wanted to start off by reading an excerpt from the book Unwrapping the Greatest Gift by Ann Voskamp. This is a book that we've been using for Advent devotionals with our kids this month. And tonight's devotional, we read it after dinner, and I felt very encouraged by it. This devotional is written for kids, but I honestly have been so encouraged by the story of the people in Jesus's lineage. So many of them came from brokenness, made some poor decisions, had really difficult things happen in their lives, and yet God chose to use them. And I find a lot of hope and a lot of peace in that. So I'm going to share a little bit of the passage from her devotional tonight. And then at last all was calm, all was bright. Over Bethlehem the star hung high and victorious on that silent night, that holy night. His love had to rescue you and release you to love. All the other love stories don't compare to this one, because this is the truest, realest story that ever was. This night our rescue has come. God has visited our planet, and we can breathe free. Jesus didn't enter the world in a palace or in a king's court. Instead, he chose to enter our world right in the pile of mucky, messy, stinky, dirty straw. Jesus comes and meets you in the stinky mess of your sin. Jesus comes to you small when you feel invisible and rejected. Jesus is with you now. Wherever you are, no matter what is happening, Jesus always wants to be with you. The Lord saves. Jesus is with us. A love this unbeatable, unstoppable, unwrappable is a love that the mind can't fully understand. It can only be felt. Can you find the places inside you where you feel unwanted and unloved? You can be touched right there by Jesus. Do you know the places inside you where you feel small? Right there, you can reach out to Jesus. Come and kneel close. Let the warm breath of heaven fall on you. Jesus waits to be held. Jesus waits for you to draw close. Tonight at the foot of the cradle of Christ, like at the foot of the cross of Christ, there are no big people, no powerful people, no proud people. Tonight we are all children who straggle to the manger with nothing. Tonight we are all just raggedy manger stragglers, fathers who lay down all their work, mamas who lay down all their weariness, children who lay down all their wants. Tonight we kneel down before Jesus and reach out our hands that need little because we want more of God. Tonight we are just raggedy manger stragglers who feel the heaviness of our old raggedy clothes from fighting the long battle with evil and badness. With our raggedy rags, we've tried to polish this dark world into something good enough to win our way to freedom. With our raggedy rags, we've tried to patch together our own ropes to somehow climb to freedom. With our raggedy rags, we've tried to disguise ourselves as someone else, as someone better, as someone bigger, thinking we could sneak our way to freedom and back to God. Jesus whispers, the freedom you could never earn with your raggedy rags, that's what I came to give you. I came to win you back to me and to give you myself, to make you free. I did it for love because I could never, no matter what, ever stop loving you. And all of happy heaven and thankful earth echo tonight with Jesus, the God child who came for us. He did it for love. What can all of us manger stragglers do but wrap Jesus close to our raggedy hearts so he can rest in our love? The greatest gift has been laid into our waiting hands, our waiting hearts. Can you almost hear it? The sound of stars singing this perfect freeing love over all of us manger stragglers tonight. Because you want really clean hands when you're canning. Okay, can you help me dump this in the strainer? Get that one. Dump it all in. Good job. Friends, I find so much peace in those words. I don't know what burdens you are carrying or if you are currently feeling really light and at peace, but if you're carrying heavy burdens, if you are feeling guilt over your sin or over times when you've messed up or fallen short, I want to encourage you to give those burdens to Jesus. He cares and he came for us in our brokenness and when we least deserved it. I think the holidays bring so much joy, but in my experience this year as a young mama with 2 little ones who need so much from me, I have felt that adding all of the extra holiday to-dos has felt like a lot. And honestly, some of that have been things that I have wanted to do that I didn't have to do. And so I think it's finding a balance of what are the priorities for my family? How could I balance making this meaningful, but focus the most on what truly matters this holiday season? Earlier this week, I was talking with my son and asked him what his favorite part of a Christmas celebration was that we had with some family. And he said decorating cookies and eating pistachios. And it was something so simple. It wasn't all of the gifts or all of the toys, even though he truly did enjoy those. But it was something as simple as baking cookies and having one of his favorite snacks. In the midst of all of the chaos and the craziness, my family and I have been trying to carve out some time to invest in one another and just to enjoy the season together. So friends, whether you're watching this on Christmas or maybe another time since I'm getting it up so late, I encourage you to stop today and to just enjoy it. I am somebody who tends to linger between thinking a lot about the past and worrying about the future, and I often forget to enjoy the present moment that I am in and to think about the little details and to cherish these little moments that are so mundane but also so sacred and special. And so I encourage you to set aside even 5 or 10 minutes if you are with family. Ask your loved ones questions about their favorite past Christmas memories. If you're washing dishes, I encourage you to smile and reflect on some of your favorite memories from the day. If you have a spouse, I encourage you to set aside a little bit of time, just the two of you, to talk and to just spend some quality time together. There's a lot of to-dos this season, lots of stress, extra expenses, maybe traveling. And just don't forget to take time to enjoy time with your loved ones. Earlier this week, I needed to make some Christmas cards for some people in our family, and my son helped me with this, and we honestly had the best time. It was about 20 minutes, but I gave him my undivided attention, and we talked and laughed, and I got to know more things about his personality that I didn't know before. It was something simple. It didn't cost a thing, but it was really meaningful, and it's a memory that I want to treasure and cherish forever. I won't lie, and I will let you know that with being out of routine and being sick, my kids, and honestly myself too, have struggled with just some of the changes in our routine, and it hasn't always been easy, but it has. I do think that wishing this time away when our kids are young and talking and focusing so much on what hasn't gone right or what's stressful, I think you can admit when things are maybe not exactly how you would hoped, or when emotions are high, or there's a long list of to-dos, maybe things don't go as planned, but there is so much good. Focus on the way your children's eyes light up. Take a couple of moments to just enjoy being together. Read the Christmas story, watch a movie. This time goes so fast, and I've been reminded how none of us are guaranteed tomorrow, and so I really want to stop and enjoy the present. So friend, again, I don't know how you are feeling this Christmas. Maybe you are feeling anticipation, maybe you feel relief, maybe you feel joy, maybe you are also feeling grief. I know that the holidays can be a time that brings up a lot of different emotions. And I just encourage you, as I mentioned earlier, to cast all of those burdens on the Lord. He truly does care for you. He chose to come to earth as a little baby. God became man and chose to become the lowest of the low. And I cannot even comprehend the depth of that love. You are loved, you are cared for, and I hope that you have a wonderful Christmas. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with tonight is a quote from a poem by Christina Rossetti. Christmas has a darkness brighter than the blazing noon. Christmas has a chillness warmer than the heat of June. Christmas has a beauty lovelier than the world can show, for Christmas brings us Jesus, brought for us so low. Earth, strike up your music, birds that sing and bells that ring. Heaven has the answering music for all the angels soon to sing. Earth, put on your whitest bridal robe of spotless snow, for Christmas brings us Jesus, brought for us so low. Merry Christmas.